All right, here we are. Huh?
Hey.
Season 2.
Hey now.
Season 2.
What do you know?
Whole new show.
Wow. They renewed us.
It feels completely different, and
We're
yet
back on.
somehow so familiar.
I know.
The voices
It's
are the
crazy.
same.
Yeah.
For now.
Right.
But they changed the mom, the actress who plays the mom, though.
I haven't gotten fired yet.
Yeah, thanks for spoiling there, Greg. That's great.
Oh, my bad.
You
Sorry.
did just give that away. You did just...
I'm sorry. God. Stupid.
How you guys doing? Happy Thursday.
Happy
we doing?
Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Doing
Good.
That was fun
Doing good.
last week.
It was.
Great.
It was.
Going back
Is it
through the old
mem-
episodes. Yeah, that was
Memory
cool.
Lane, the archives.
Hopefully
Yeah.
fun for more people than just us. I feel like, kind of in retrospect, that was probably just us getting our own rocks off, but that's okay.
I think
Hey,
it
look,
was
man.
yeah, we were all surprised we made it that far, and I think it was a good moment to say good job, guys.
Indeed.
So
Yeah.
we did it. We're good. And then we had like a midweek outside the episode meeting, which was great
Yes.
too. That was so
That's
we got
true.
a lot of stuff we're gonna try out this season. And
Boy, we sure do.
Yes.
But not least to mention that we're actually recording video here, so
Yes.
we're all gonna, that gives
whether
us
or not
something
it
else to
sees the
be
light of day,
self-conscious
we
about.
don't know. But yeah,
Right?
sure.
Yeah.
I put on my Sunday
I-
finest.
Exactly. I did
Perfect.
laundry this morning.
T-shirt.
You know,
Excellent.
I've been shirtless for months, but you know.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
I
oddly
like to pop my
not
top,
as
you know.
erotic as usual. It's really weird.
Well, for our
Oddly.
Patreon subscribers, Greg, that's something you can.
That's
do a little
right.
Bonus
Oh,
episode.
Indeed.
man.
You know,
Oh, that just gave me a whole
that's the
slew of
VIP
new ideas.
access. Yeah, VIP.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, I got my my Soleil here, my cherry lime,
He's drinking water.
ready to go, which means that it can only be episode 53 of You Should Check It Out. My name is Jay.
I am Nick.
And I'm Greg.
That's right, and welcome back. We're very excited to have you all back with us. We're going to be talking some
Yes.
music, I think, this week. What do you guys say?
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's usually the plan.
But first, before we get into some music, Greg, I think you well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, Greg. I'm sorry. Greg, you do have some music for us. What's your music pick
I
for this
do.
week?
I'd like to play. Let's kick this off. This is a live recording that I've been checking out by the fantastic guitarist Julian Lage from his Live in Los Angeles record. This is "I'll Be Seeing You." Check it out.
Whoa!
That guy's comfortable with his guitar. Holy crap.
Whoa!
Right. He's crazy.
Goodness
man.
gracious! Who is this
That
guy?
was
How I've never heard of him?
Insane.
Julian Lage, man. Yeah, he's definitely one of. Well, he was like a kid virtuoso. There was like a documentary about him when he was a young lad. The first time I ever saw or heard of him was he played on the Grammys as part of this like all-star little jazz group of kids, and now he's a grown man, and obviously you can hear that. That's I believe that's Dave King on drums from the Bad
That was-
Plus.
Wow. Yeah, they were doing their own. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Go listen to it on headphones. Go mow the lawn and listen to.
I'm there, man. I'm there. Saturday.
That's a cool record.
Got my date scheduled.
That's really cool,
Yeah.
man. That reminds me of a bunch of jazz albums I was really into back in my UMBC music days. And that's really cool stuff. I like that.
Yeah, and that's I mean, that's from like 3 years ago. And not to go on and on about it, he's been touring with he was pre-pandemic touring with Nels Klein.
Okay.
He's pretty hip, obviously. And anyway, go check him out. Julian Lage, Lage.
You should check it out.
Yeah, indeed.
You should.
You should.
You really should.
And Greg, what will you have
Yes.
us checking out this week?
What are we doing?
Sir?
Well, I'd love to revisit something that we introduced in episode, I don't know which one it was, but it's it's one of our first game shows, and it's time to bring it back.
A game
Oh,
show.
yes.
Buckle up, Buttercups. It's time for Viral or Eyeroll.
Yes!
That's right, gentlemen.
It's been a minute since we've had some viral eye roll.
Oh yeah, well it's time. It's time for viral or eye roll. This is the game show that exposes fake news in the music industry. And our brave contestants must guess whether each outrageous story is either a legitimate viral sensation or a total fabrication.
It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
Exactly. Are you gentlemen ready to play?
Yes.
I've never been more ready for anything in my entire life, Greg. I'm so excited.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. All right. So the way that this is going to work is I'm going to say a story. It may be true. It may be not. It may be viral or it may be Eyeroll. All right. So Nick and Jay have their cards ready. They're going to hold them up after I say the headline of the story. They'll guess whether it's viral or Eyeroll. And then I will call on them. They'll flip the cards. And then whoever gains the most correct answers will win the game. We're going to do 10 normal questions and then one bonus one that's worth 5.
Whoa.
At the end. All right. And this is all in good fun. There's not really any winners or losers here in viral or Eyeroll. This is all
and
for
Nick,
good fun.
you got the spreadsheet ready, right? You're keeping track.
Yes. Just
yes, Nick's always he's always our scorekeeper. Yes, Jay.
I mean, obviously, behind the scenes here, Nick can see what I'm holding up, but you're asking us to like wait until like you're going to count down 3, 2, 1, and we'll go.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll just call on you individually. Does that work? Instead of together, or should we just do it together?
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of flipping the card at the last minute?
It does.
Well, not if you're already holding it up, I guess not. But let's just do it together.
Yeah.
We'll do it together. That works. All right. Perfect. As you can see, folks, we're still working these kinks out. This game show stuff is harder than it seems. Okay, anyway.
Chuck Woolery was a genius, man.
Absolutely. All right. So, are we ready for the first story?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right, here we go. Story number 1. Paul McCartney says, suing the Beatles was the only way to save their music. Viral or Eyeroll? 3, 2, 1. Jay? All right. Nick says viral. Jay says Eyeroll. The answer is viral.
What? I mean, who?
You'll have to, honestly, like I saw the headline. I pulled these together pretty quick. It's on NME.com. And McCartney explains that he had to do it even though he knew it was gonna hurt his reputation.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was just published like a couple hours ago.
All right,
so,
trial by fire. All right.
That's the thing.
I'm ready.
So Nick's up 1-0.
1-0.
All right.
As per
story.
Sorry.
Oh, Jay. And you know, Jay. I try my hardest to get you because I go by your instincts. I really want to get. I'm trying to nail you. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to fake me out? Is what
yes,
you're saying?
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes,
so the game is biased against me.
No.
No, you're going.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Whatever
All
it
right.
takes.
Here we go. Whatever it takes. No. All right, here we go. Story number 2. Spotify CEO Daniel Ek says the album cycle is over and artists can't expect to record music once every 3 to 4 years and think that's going to be enough. Viral or Eyeroll, gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. Nick says viral. Jay says viral. You're both correct. It's viral. That guy is a piece of
When
work.
did he say that? That was like...
It was this week.
When did he say that? We should have mentioned it on the album episode.
Yeah, seriously. That seems very cogent and pertinent.
Well, it was topical to our album discussion.
Indeed, it was.
You know. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Figured if I just kept throwing out adverbs, eventually I'd land on the right one.
Luckily.
Yes. So, all right, we're going to keep it rolling here. We got a lot to get to here. Okay, here we go. Story number 3. Neil Young sues Donald Trump's campaign for using Harvest Moon at a rally.
Bird clock.
Gentlemen.
Bird clock. What does bird clock say?
Bird clock. What did bird clock say? All right, gentlemen, we got our answers.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Viral or Eyeroll? Nick says viral. Jay says Eyeroll.
Eyeroll because you used the wrong album.
I used a different song.
Damn it.
It's a made-up
You didn't
tale.
fall for it,
It's a
Jay.
total fabrication.
Exactly. TJ got it right.
Change the song. Tricky.
I change the song. I do that sometimes in these stories, you know?
Although I would love to hear Harvest Moon at a Donald Trump rally.
It just wouldn't make sense, would it?
Harvest Moon.
You know?
Weirder things have happened.
Weirder things have happened. All right, story number 4, and just for the score. So now we're even, 2-2.
2-2, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Number 4. Black Music Matters Festival gives black country artists their due. Viral or Eyeroll? Gentlemen, 3.
It's just a headline. Okay.
Just a headline.
If you want me to explain it, there's a festival called Black Music Matters giving black country artists their due. 3, 2. Nick, you need more time?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Go with your gut. Go with your gut, man.
1. Viral or Eyeroll? Nick says viral. Jay says Eyeroll. It's viral. It's true.
Viral?
Viral. I know,
Okay,
right?
I do need some clarification on that. Did you read past the headline at all? Because I would love to know what that's about.
It's called the Black Music Matters Festival, and
I don't doubt that there's a festival called that. I don't doubt that at all.
They let country artists play.
But they're letting black country artists play. For some, yeah.
You want to give that one a little context? What's the story?
Actually, I didn't read the story.
Fair enough.
I just read the headline. I had to pull this together pretty quick, folks.
Gary Trucker got to play at a Black Music Festival. Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
All right.
And to be fair, these are a little tricky. All right, here we go. Story number 5.
Okay.
Nick's back in the lead, 3-2. Don't forget, we got that bonus one at the end, though. That'll make or break.
Looking forward to that.
All right, here we go. All right, number 5. Amid pandemic, Sony Music sees double-digit revenue gain. Viral or Eyeroll?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, gentlemen. What do we have? Nick, you say Eyeroll. Jay, you say Eyeroll.
Yep.
You're both correct. It was a double-digit drop.
It never happened.
Yeah.
It never happened.
Oh, darn it.
It actually dropped?
It was a double-digit drop.
Wow.
Now, yeah, we can post a link to these articles because there's obviously more to it than just the headline.
Sure.
As we know from any media. But, is specific. The streaming went up, but everything else went way down. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Anyway.
yeah, here we go. We're going to move on.
All
We
right.
got 5 more and then our bonus one. So here we go.
more?
We are 5 more stories. Is that okay?
Halfway through.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Okay, number 6. Elon Musk says Neuralink will stream music right into your brain. Viral or Eyeroll? Gentlemen, 3, 2, 1. What do we have? Nick says viral. Jay says viral, and he's holding his middle finger at me.
By accident.
That's okay. You guys are both correct. Viral. Indeed.
Alrighty.
Yes. It is the truth.
That was believable.
So, well, actually, I don't know if it's the truth, but he said it.
So we're not really busting fake news. We're just.
Yeah. Well, I'm asking if the headline actually appeared.
Is this a headline that shows up on the internet that you didn't write yourself? Right. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Okay. Number 7.
I feel like we're both doing pretty well on this one, Nick.
You guys are doing great,
Yeah.
honestly. So what are we at? I think 5-4,
5-4.
Nick? Okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Excellent. Here we go. Number 7. Instagram will add music videos after scoring deals with labels. So this is essentially they're going to be publishing music videos directly onto their platform after scoring a deal with record labels. Gentlemen, viral or Eyeroll? 3, 2, 1. Nick says Eyeroll. Jay says Eyeroll. You're both correct.
All right.
It's actually Facebook.
Facebook.
It's a true story.
Who
It's
owns
Facebook.
Instagram?
We made it up.
That's true. That's right. Amazing. All right. Here we go. We're rolling now. We got 6-5. Nick's up, right? Okay, here we go.
This is great.
Neck and neck. Wow. All right. Here we
Waiting
go.
for
Number
that
8.
bonus question at the end.
We may not. Well, no one's going to be up by 5 at this point. Okay. Here we go. Scientists have turned the structure of coronavirus into music. Viral or Eyeroll? 3, 2, 1. Nick says viral. Jay says viral, and you are both correct.
All right.
You're both correct on that
Goodness.
one. Listen to this. The new format can help scientists find sites on the protein where antibodies or drugs might be able to bind simply by searching for specific musical sequences that correspond to these sites. This, the researchers say, is faster and more intuitive than conventional methods used to study proteins, such as molecular modeling. They add that by comparing the musical sequence of the spike protein to a large database of other sonified proteins, it might be possible to one day find one that can stick to the spike, preventing the virus from infecting a cell.
Wow.
So they use it for like cognitive recognition of where they left off. That's
I
really
guess so.
cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
You're looking for that 2-5 turnaround, 2-5-1 turnaround.
It's near the bridge.
It's right there.
In the bridge, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Excellent. 7-6, Nick?
Correct?
All right, here we go. Number 9. Recording Academy and American Association of Independent Music applaud new Senate bill that bars radio conglomerates from PPP funds. Viral or Eyeroll? I can read that one again. It's a little bit of a long one. You gentlemen good?
No, it's just a matter of did you change one little thing in that?
I'll read it one more time, just to be fair. Recording Academy and the American Association of Independent Music applaud new Senate bill that bars radio conglomerates from PPP funds. Viral or Eyeroll, gentlemen? 3, 2, 1. Nick says Eyeroll. Jay says Eyeroll. It's viral.
Whoa! Really? They applaud them not giving money to the radio conglomerates?
That's exactly what threw me too. Why would they applaud that?
Because it's like iHeartRadio and Entercom that would be receiving, like, I guess they're already like at the top of the
in
game.
lieu of artists getting money, these chumps are getting.
It's kind of like Shake Shack getting that small business loan.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, still neck and neck.
Gotcha.
All right. We got one more 1-point question and then the 5-point bonus question. So here we go. Yeah, you guys have been. This has been fantastic. All right, here we go.
Yeah, crushing it.
Number 10.
Hey,
are we ready?
you give us a season to catch up. We're gonna be on it.
We know you now.
Okay, cool. All right.
I know you.
The Ellen DeGeneres Show music producer fired over sexual harassment allegation. Viral or Eyeroll? So the music producer from the Ellen DeGeneres Show fired over sexual harassment allegation.
So much is going with Ellen, and I haven't been paying attention.
Viral or Eyeroll? 3, 2, 1. Nick says Eyeroll. Jay says Eyeroll, and you're both correct.
Hey!
It was actually...
This one was invented by a writer.
Exactly. He's so snarky. Yeah, it was actually The Late Show with Stephen Colbert's music producer.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Who's that?
I don't know the name. Not like his band leader,
Not
but
John Baptiste, yeah, of course.
No. But like the guy who books the talent, I believe. So that was a headline. All right.
That was a tricky one, man, because like Nick said,
It was
a lot of stuff written about Ellen DeGeneres.
Exactly, but nothing
And her
about
show.
Ellen's like music producer. Yeah, no, I mean I was trying to that's part of the game. That's part of the shtick. All right, everybody we still have our cards. Jay dropped a card.
Whew.
Okay. All right, we're back.
Drop both my cards. All right.
Oh, good. Okay. That was a close one.
All right. 8-7.
Here comes the last one. Okay, so here's Nick and Jay. Nick
I need some tension
Jay
music now.
7. Oh boy.
I don't have it ready, but
That millionaire
I'll put it
music.
in and
Just
post.
cue it up. You got that on.
All right. Here we go. All right. Jeff Bezos isn't sure if Twitch pays royalties to artists.
Twitch isn't owned by Amazon.
it's not. Is it?
But remember, it's not whether it does or they do or not. I'm just asking you guys
Why
at this
would
headline.
Why would Jeff Bezos care?
It must have been having to do with the congressional hearings. But why would they have asked him about Twitch?
I think I'm ready.
Nick, this is a big one.
It's the biggest one.
It's the biggest one. Uh-oh.
Pretty much this whole podcast has been leading up to this moment right here.
Viral or Eyeroll, gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. Nick says Eyeroll. Jay says viral. It's viral.
Switched it. Good job, Greg.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Nick.
Suck on it.
Oh.
Suck it.
Okay. All right.
That's, you know what? It's fine because that's exactly how I react when I win.
Oh my god.
I always rub it in. Always rub it in.
Oh, that was
Well
tricky.
done.
That was tricky.
Well done. So does Amazon on Twitch?
There are winners and losers.
Amazon does own Twitch, apparently.
Okay.
And they don't pay music licensing royalties. So maybe that's what we need to get on.
Seriously.
Yeah.
There's apparently some big gaps in all of our knowledge. I really didn't know that Amazon owned Twitch.
I mean, that's a gaming streaming platform. Have they moved over to like other types of video content?
It's funny. Like I think specifically during the pandemic, but maybe just leading up to before that, like certain like heavy metal guys started going on Twitch and doing like their concerts on there.
Huh.
You know, and people just subscribing, guys and girls. You know,
because it's a long form format, so you can stream for a long time. That makes sense.
Yeah. Good boys. I gotta say that was fantastic, Nick.
It was
valiant effort, man.
I'm saving my viral or Eyeroll cards.
I know. I'm putting them in the drawer.
And I don't know if Jay's won a game yet.
Shit. Yeah, you're probably right.
No. I mean, you know, you were due.
I was. I do.
Well done.
Well done, boys. That was fantastic. Thank you for playing Viral or Eyeroll, the greatest show of all time.
That's a good one. The greatest show of all time.
Awesome.
Nick,
thank you, boys.
I have to say, I mean, I think that 100, 200 years from now, there's going to be a lot said about me in the history books.
Yeah, this was the
clearly,
moment.
But one of the things that will never be said is that he was a good winner, or a particularly good loser. So
you know what though? That's just because you care about it all.
I do.
So that's not your fault.
I do.
I've definitely passed that on to Ben too, who really does not like when things don't go his way.
Jackson's a little bit of the same.
Yeah.
So right now, so we'll have them play Viral as soon as they can.
It's gonna just be a tantrum, really.
All right. Did Spider-Man defeat Venom? You know, Viral. All right.
Oh,
well,
fun.
badass. Excellent work, Mr. Greg.
Indeed.
That was fantastic.
Great.
Way to kick off season 2 with a great game.
Awesome. Yes.
I wish I could say that I could follow this up with an equally exciting bit, but I'm just going to talk about music. But before I do that, I wanted to
talk
play
about it.
A bit of music.
Yeah.
This is going to be foreshadowing now.
Okay.
Because I was, just this past weekend, I was out visiting my brother. He came back from New York with his wife, Lisa. Mm-hmm. And this is the first time we've gotten to see them since Christmas because of the whole pandemic thing. So they came down, the whole family came down. It was great. Everybody got together, and on Sunday we got together, and I actually played golf. It was like the second time this year that I played golf.
Oh wow!
And
what'd you shoot? I'm just kidding.
I will tell you because I shot a 94.
Wow!
Which is like
the back nine. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. That's like the second best game of golf I've ever played in my life.
Dude, that's you break 100. You're just that's solid.
I'll take
it for you, man.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Whoa.
Incidentally, that was a made-up story.
Wow.
Jay shot a 156.
Made-up tip. It's a total fabrication.
Yeah. Did you get your elbow bumpage? What happened there, buddy?
I hit the space bar.
It's a made-up tip.
You gotta watch out for that. Anywho, while I was on the golf course, completely locked in, laser focused on whatever, my nephew, Ann's brother's son, Andrew, who's just getting, I think he just turned 16, or he's just about to turn 16. He's always been a really quiet kid, love him to death, he's a really sweet guy, but he texted me out of nowhere and said, do you have any albums that I could listen to that are 2 to 2.5 hours long?
Ooh, okay.
So, it was immediately obvious, oh yeah, that's right, they're coming back from the beach. He's probably in the car with nothing to do. Mm-hmm. So, it got me started thinking about double albums. So my bit is going to be talking about double albums and albums that we like. So for, I guess, an example of a great song off of a great double album, I wanted to play a song by The Clash, one of my favorite songs off of London Calling, and it's called Death or Glory.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. I haven't listened to that album in years. I gotta go back to that one.
It's been a minute for me, too. Yeah, I started thinking about this whole double album thing because his question really caught me off guard. And it was weird because, he's a younger kid, obviously. So I wanted if anybody asked me for a double album recommendation, which happens, like 2 or 3 times a week.
Sure.
Right.
My normal recommendation would be Exile on Main Street, The Stones, of course. My favorite double album of all time.
Okay.
But, I mean, that's a bit of an acquired taste.
You got to know your audience.
Yeah, exactly. For somebody who's not really into rock music. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I went with the Beatles' The White Album.
Yeah, well, it's definitely essential. It's not a waste of time to know. There's something on there for everyone, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it so does depend, though, on who's asking, and I would filter that entirely through the kind of music that I know that they like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you can't get really wrong with the White Album.
Yeah, I felt like the White Album was a pretty solid choice, but
yes,
exactly what you were talking about there, Greg. I couldn't think of any newer artists or newer album, double albums that have come out in maybe the last 10 to 20 years that are worth a damn. Can you guys think of any that are more recent?
How recent?
More double album, off the top of my head. I mean,
post 2000s.
Oof.
I'm gonna try a super quick Google and see
it's not a live album.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
live
many
albums
double albums are live albums.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about those. Maybe Wu-Tang Forever.
You don't count it, right? You don't count it.
Yeah, I mean, I could have gone with a live album for sure, and there's plenty of options there. But I was thinking more in the realm of an actual double studio album.
Yeah, studio album, right?
And I think Nick, you threw one out in the Slack. Speaker Box, The Love Below.
Yeah,
Outcast.
but wasn't that before? Wasn't that 99?
I think that was 2000.
Oh yeah, 2003. Yeah, that counts.
But that was. I'm not.
That wasn't.
His mom's in the car, so I'm definitely not going to send that one to him.
Well, not only that, but that was both of them making an album and then joining the albums.
That's right. But it's as Outcast, so
yes,
I think
so
it would
does count. But right.
And a great double album.
I did when you asked that because I was like, there's got to be there's a Wikipedia page that claims to have all double albums listed alphabetically.
Interesting. So yeah, I mean, is it just like a relic? Is it like a classic rock dinosaur relic that people don't do anymore?
I mean, yeah, I feel like certainly the double album was based on the fact that you needed 2 CDs to fit onto, and that's not the media anymore. So it's you can have an album that would have, how it doesn't need to fit that way. It doesn't need to be packaged that way. So it's
change the criteria to be any album that's over maybe an hour and a half.
Okay. Yeah, it's maybe a little bit more rare. I remember when Wu-Tang came out with Wu-Tang Forever. That was a double CD. Yeah. And by the way, this got me thinking. Did you guys have back when we all had our CDs, on display, and you had your sort of CD cases? And usually a couple of different. They always had left slots for the double albums.
Yeah, 4 or 5
those are
down
very
the very
coveted.
bottom.
Yeah, there's 4. Yep.
Yeah, there's very coveted slots. And I'll tell you what, the first one that I got, because I remember being super stoked to put it in that slot, was "Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness" by Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah,
that was huge for me. I mean, just and there was so much artwork in there, and just so much stuff to look at while I listened to the album.
I always loved that double gatefold butterfly CD case too.
Yeah,
that opened up because they always gave you extra space for the liner notes. You could have a half-inch thick liner.
Yeah, there'd be a booklet.
Yeah,
and it was so much cooler than that little sleeve that would just fit inside the inside cover.
Exactly.
That was the cool thing about it with the double album was there was just more media inside as well.
Right.
Yeah, and I always just appreciated the time and energy or if they put the time and energy into making use of that space.
Right.
But as we've said a million times now, we don't really have that anymore. So it's
yeah. So I mean,
weird.
after I started thinking about it, I kind of came up with like a list of some of my favorite double albums. I had obviously London Calling on there, Exile. I talked about that. The Beatles, the White Album, Springsteen, The River, which is it's not one of my favorite Springsteen albums, but it's grown on me a lot. Blonde on Blonde, Dylan, of course.
yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life.
Sure. Amazing. Timeless.
Yeah. And I think one live album that maybe might be worthy of consideration is the Allman Brothers live at Fillmore.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
They have a bunch of live double albums, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I also say like Yes songs. I mean, I don't know how big into Yes everybody is, but I imagine it's a double CD. It's a 4 LP, dude. Go listen to that, man. It'll blow your mind. Like you can't believe it's like humans. You know what I mean? That are making this stuff live. Like I'm not even the biggest Yes fan, but that record they're
talented dudes.
I don't know. It's just so well recorded. Like it's so crunchy and just awesome.
Right on.
But anyway, there's that, and then another prog rock, but classic, The Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course, The Wall.
You know, I've actually read that The Wall was sort of the inspiration for Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
interesting. Okay.
You know, but also, I mean, I've probably pointed this out before, but there's some fact that's been brought to my attention recently. How in the '90s, when CDs came out, they were actually higher quality, so you could charge more, but they were actually cheaper to make than cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I'm sure it was tempting for the labels to be like, "Yo, if you guys want to,
can we make this a double?"
Right.
Should we supersize this bitch? You know? But
yeah, totally. Yeah.
So, how do you guys feel about double albums, like in general? I mean, for me, it's got to be
warranted.
There's not most of my favorite albums are not double albums, but at the same time, most albums are not double albums. So, how do you guys feel about them in general?
The one that just popped in my head is Joe's Garage. I don't think that's studio album.
Damn straight, yeah, and great the whole way through.
Yes, yeah, and Freak Out, both Zappa albums.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm with you. I guess really the root of that question is, are there double albums that didn't need to be?
Well, there's
that's
plenty
a different
of those,
story.
I think.
Yeah, probably. But I definitely didn't bother finishing. I didn't get around to the second CD if that was the case. You know what I mean?
I will say that
exactly.
Back in college, my friend Neil and I, we actually did a edited version of the White Album. So we took out. I mean, the White Album is a great double album, but there are some filler tracks on that. You can get rid of like Wild Honey Pie, you know. And if you take some of those songs out, you can fit it on one CD, and it's like, ooh.
No, it's the cream of the crop.
Good album.
Yeah.
And sacrilegious, yeah.
And sacrilegious.
Yeah. But the ones that did need to, like certain albums, the concept is just so vast that it needs to. I'd say "Bitches Brew" is one of those.
Well, yeah. If you got songs that are that long,
and like you mentioned, "Blonde on Blonde," you know, it's for some reason it makes sense. You know, it needed all that space.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't just filler. So yeah, that's my take on the double LP.
I think it just missed the 2000s threshold, but I love The Fragile, Nine Inch Nails.
Oh yeah,
that was a great double album.
Nice. I should revisit that.
It's great background music if you're doing other stuff.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, like mood music. And Trop Mask Replica.
Is that a double?
Captain Beefheart? Yeah. So I guess it probably could squeeze it all into one CD, but I think it was 3 vinyl albums.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense.
So,
and I've seen it in a single CD package, but I bet you're right that it was probably long enough to be on more than.
I think it like broke the threshold for the 3rd like vinyl album. There's a lot of.
Speaking of which, isn't this is funny? Just sidebar, and then I'm done. But the first King Crimson album, In the Court of the Crimson King, is that a double album?
No, it's only 5 tracks.
Absent Lovers is. is their only double, I think.
I have an original copy on vinyl that I have in a frame on my wall leading down to the basement. Yeah? Can you guys picture what the cover of that album looks like?
I can.
Oh yeah.
It's just a close-up artwork of a guy screaming, right?
Yeah.
So the other day, my son Ben was coming downstairs to say hi to me after he woke up from his nap.
Oh boy.
And he just stands there and he goes, "Ah!" "Man, what's wrong? What's wrong?" And he points up at it and he goes, "Ah!" I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Yep.
King Crimson, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's screaming about something. Yep. Don't know what. Dude, at NAMM they had a PRS that was like the album cover, like as the finish.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was. It was
awesome.
It was pretty rad. I was like, I need it. Yeah. Anyway, very cool stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, everyone knows that album cover. Probably more than the music that's on it.
Yeah. So, Andrew, sorry I couldn't give you any better. I mean, the White Album is a pretty good starting point. I wish I could have given you more options, but I was sinking birdie butts. What can I say?
Tiger Woods over here.
Did he listen to it? Do you know?
I don't know. I haven't gotten. They just got back yesterday, so I haven't gotten the full report yet. But
okay.
I'll find out.
Yeah.
And he does listen to the podcast. So hi, Andrew.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
hi, Andrew.
Andrew, what up?
There's a couple other recommendations if you need them next time.
Yeah. Don't listen to Jay about anything. No. Just kidding.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, Mr. Nick?
Hey,
what you got?
I got a song for us, and it is an introduction to the topic. I will say this: my topic this week is the new Taylor Swift album.
Oh my gosh,
Nick, you're talking about Swiftie?
And I like it.
Tay-Tay? Nick talking about Tay-Tay.
I thought I was the only one.
So this is there's even like an SNL
Andrew,
skit about this, like accidentally realizing you like Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like a...
See, Andrew, this is exactly what I was talking about, man.
Don't listen. You said Jay, but okay.
That's true, but I hadn't gotten to you yet.
Don't listen to any of us, Andrew.
Yeah, no, none of us.
We're full of it.
Yeah, we're totally full of it.
This is a track near the end of the album, but seemed like it was reflective of the current moment. So before I talk about why I like the album and pick tracks from that, I figured I'd lead off with this one.
Right on.
So this is Peace. All right. And a side note, I hope this doesn't get us taken down.
I noticed that your song selection was a bit on the shorter side this week.
It was this week, yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to push any bots that might be detecting these things.
T-Swift bot incoming. Meet bot.
Swiftie alert.
Tay-Tay, the Tay-Tay 2000.
Oh man! So this is the first Taylor Swift album that I've listened to start to finish.
Okay.
Without like making myself be a concerted effort.
Before you get started, what was the impetus to make this your first Taylor Swift album?
So there's been a ton of buzz, right? This is
there's been a ton
out of the gate
buzz.
Day one. Best-selling album of 2020, or best opening day for 2020, whatever. So there's a couple things going on here in my head as far as, all right, it's the best-selling album so far of the year. We do a music podcast. Yeah, it probably deserves to be given some attention. Even now, I was very much prepared to listen to this and not talk about it. I genuinely am bringing it up because I actually really liked it, which was surprising. I thought it was in the Apple version, in Apple Music, there was a line. It is an incredibly well written statement, just covering kind of the album, and the last line that it put in there, which I thought encapsulated so well, was, "For a songwriter who has mined such rich detail from a life lived largely in the public, it only makes sense that she'd eventually find inspiration in isolation."
Wow!
And the cool thing about this album is she's not. And the thing that jumps out right away is none of these songs are about her. Each one is a story about about a made-up character. They're not like her, starting feuds or trying to resolve feuds or clarifying feuds, which to me, and that's probably not a fair characterization, but a lot of the music that I've listened to of her, it's like you got to know the backstory to figure out.
Oh no, I think that's a totally fair characterization.
Okay, all right. Well, but again. with the caveat that I'm not well versed on her entire catalog. That's my impression as well from all the music that I've listened to of hers. Not the case at all with this one. The other thing that happened was over the weekend I saw Justin Vernon tweet something, and I was like, oh, well, that definitely gives it some gravitas in my book, because I am a huge fan of Bon Iver. So
for sure.
Right, and he's on one of the tracks, correct?
He is, and it's a fantastic track as well.
It really is. I really like that one.
All of them are really, really clever. Like they're the stories. I would catch little pieces the very first listen through, but I honestly went back and just played it through again and kind of followed along in the lyrics a little closer to make sure I wasn't missing parts of the story. So I've only gotten 2 listens into it, but I'm definitely gonna give it another go around or two. Have you guys had a chance to listen to any of this yet, by the way?
I've listened to it once. I listened to it this weekend. Yeah.
Okay. What did you think?
I like Taylor Swift. The pop side of me really likes what she does. But honestly, Nick, I have the issue that you have, that I don't follow her on social media. Mm-hmm. And I don't care about that part of it. I don't really like hearing her talk about her feuding with her exes. I don't care about that stuff at all.
Yeah.
So that part turns me off, but a good song is a good song. So I was, and given all the buzz, I was really, really looking forward to listening to this album. It's really kind of numbingly slow at parts.
Mm-hmm. It is very mellow.
And it's really long. So that didn't grab me immediately, but there are some of the more upbeat songs. The Exile song is great, the one with Bon Iver. Mm-hmm. I really liked Mirror Ball was cool. This Is Me Trying.
Yeah.
Illicit Affairs, and a lot of the songs in the second half of the album are really, really cool.
Yeah. Mirror Ball. That's where there's a shift in the album.
Yeah.
There's all of a sudden you're in a different, the ambiance is different, the reverb is different, and that I think that song was the first one when I was listening to it. I was like, I bet you Jay would like this, because to me it sounded so much like Lana Del Rey.
I hadn't caught that until you said that to me when we were talking beforehand, Nick. Mm-hmm. But you're absolutely right. It does.
Yeah, and I was kind of worried, oh no, do I listen to that few female artists that I'm just lumping them all together as soon as they sing quietly? But no, actually the gentleman from The National, is that Aaron Dessner?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he's also Lana Del Rey's producer.
Gotcha.
Which
okay.
kind of brought it all together. When I saw that, I was like, all right, well, I'm not crazy. This does, to me, sound like a Lana Del Rey.
It definitely has that national sound, too,
yeah.
honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. And I really appreciate the production of the album, too. It's really beautiful in parts. A lot of separation.
That's definitely one of the signatures. Her stuff is always, really, really well made in that regard.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But
this is a different type. It's a different type.
It's
way more sparse. It's not made to be pumping out of a radio, really.
This is not a pop album at all.
Maybe less clubby. I wouldn't necessarily categorize her, but less sugary. Less.
It's an indie folk album. Right. I think that's the closest genre that I would agree to. I saw some other ones attached to it, but it's real chill. It's like Bon Iver's first album, kind of just mostly an acoustic stringed instrument. Quiet. Yeah, I agree. If you're looking for an inspirational, pump me up, party time, not the pick at all. So I'm sure the Swifties out there, I'm sure they're torn as to whether or not they love this or hate this or whatever.
I think they work en masse, man.
Sure.
One Swiftie is all Swifties.
They do.
It's I guess it was inevitable that she would get me at some point with some album, and this one did it. I was really, I think possibly maybe in the future we've got to review the review topic that we can cover. Possibly. Maybe.
We can do that.
But I haven't seen. Have you seen any reviews that have been anything less than glowing and loving it?
Maybe we need to write one. This album sucks.
I really like this album, but in the spirit of review the review, I'm going to write a scathing, horribly worded, presumptuous.
And then we're going to review our review.
Right, so we give ourselves a bit. Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Just for the bit.
Perfect
We
review.
wrote it. We disagree with it. We rated our review poorly.
Listen, it's clear that Miss Swift can write a beautiful love song that's full of emotion and heartfelt lyrics, but where's the gent?
Yeah.
Where's the
Exactly.
7/8 groove, Miss Swift?
Yeah, come on. Yes. I don't see any allusions to John Mayer here.
Okay. I'll write. So we're gonna write the review, post it,
Yes.
and then review the review. All right, good.
Perfect.
That's a good
Perfect
point.
sense to
That's a
me.
good point. I haven't seen any, but I did read some that inserted all of the presumptions that you dislike about Pitchfork specifically. So
There you go.
We'll play it by
Might
ear.
be fodder. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
it might be fun.
Yeah.
Low hanging fruit.
Well, I can tell you that I've actually had a lot of. I've been exposed to Tay Tay, as I like to call her, to her music for a long time because of the teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a lot of young students, and that's all they knew.
Right on.
Of course.
Yeah. So that, but
Right
then
on.
luckily, they would make these easy guitar books, and I would use that. That would just be my gateway drug to teaching them. Maybe that's
Right.
the best thing to do, but to teaching them like open chords and rhythms, and I didn't mind it that much. It's like okay, like I'm talking about like the early, like she has songs. She's talking about how she's 15. The song's called 15. I'm like, wow, I cannot relate to this.
Yeah.
Or like Romeo and Juliet was one of them, and then there's like one of she's singing about being a cheerleader, and like it's like I can't relate to this. I mean, I'm sorry, like, but you relate to it, and that's cool, and we can work on it together. I'll show you how to play it on the guitar.
Exactly.
But so years and years of this, and now maybe we can relate to her a little bit more, and she can relate to us.
There you go.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah,
It sounds like she's trying to find inspiration and collaboration from other places. So that's cool.
Yeah, and maybe be a little bit more of a grown up,
I think so. And I
in the
I
best
think
way.
I think that not having to talk about what's going on in her life at that moment and kind of like using it to kind of fashion stories that's definitely new for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, welcome to the fan club, Nick.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We've
You'll
been
get your,
waiting for you.
Do I follow her on Twitter first? What are the rules? What do I do?
Yes.
No, don't follow her. That'll just make her mad.
Now you've gotten banned. What are you doing?
Oh, you're doing it all wrong. Who uses Twitter
Follow on
anymore?
Twitter
God.
third. We told you third.
Idiot.
That's right. You gotta go TikTok, then Insta, then I don't know.
Then you have to
man.
post on
Snapchat.
your
Is that
wall
still a thing?
your
What?
favorite song from an album. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't
All right,
forget to
guys.
tag and hashtag. Anyway, all right.
I think we're dating ourselves at this point, if it
Yes.
hasn't already been well established. But
Indeed.
thank you, Nick. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, gents.
Yes, sir. Hey.
Excellent
thank
work. I
you,
think we're
Jay.
off to a fantastic start for episode or
Indeed.
season 2.
Season
Yeah.
2.
53.
Season 2. All kinds of twists and turns this time around.
Would you
No
want to throw
spoilers,
caution to the
but-
wind and play a clip of that song that you liked, the one with Justin Vernon in it as well as the outro?
Oh, sure. Yeah, why
Okay.
not? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of Exile. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess-
Also, I'll say you should check it out.com. Facebook, you should check it out. Instagram, you should check it out. Twitter, @shouldcheck. And YSCIO podcast @gmail.com. Send us any thoughts, concerns, prayers, anything,
And coming
please,
very soon.
anything.
And coming very soon, our very own YouTube channel.
Or yeah, I was gonna say more links to
Yes.
come. Yep.
Yes.
Multiple
More links to come.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna have a whole link tree up on that Instagram. If well, these guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll get you hip. Don't worry.
I'm aware of the
There's-
link
there's-
tree.
Okay. He knows. Whew, good.
Never heard of it.
All right. Never heard of it.
All right, boys.
Beautiful.
Well, we'll see you next week then. How about it?
All right.
How about
right,
it?
peace out.
Peace.
See you.